Hello, Booktube. Hello, friends. Welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth. And today it just happens to be Christmas Eve as I am filming this video. Thank you so much for clicking on it, even if it's already a few days after Christmas. By the time you get around to it, there are so many videos coming out, this month between December 1st and Christmas with people doing Vlogmas and everything that I appreciate you very much for clicking on this video. So I didn't get to do Vlogmas this year. I didn't even get to do nearly as many videos as I wanted to. But it's Christmas Eve. I just finally finished my Christmas shopping yesterday and the grocery shopping. And I've got a few minutes to myself right now because my youngest daughter's at work and my oldest daughter and my husband have gone to do a couple of last minute errands. So while I had a couple of minutes to myself, I thought I would just try to get a video done. And the book addiction tag is one that I saw a couple of months ago on Leane's channel from Dark Roots Creations. And even though I do have several other videos that I need to get done by the end of the year, this one just seemed to be the fastest and the one that would need the least amount of editing. So I wanted to get something out here for you today. Like I said, even if you watch it a couple of weeks from now, it's fine. Thank you so much, whatever day it is. Thank you so much for clicking on it. So it's kind of appropriate, though, that I would do a book addiction tag on Christmas Eve of all days when I have a million things that I could be doing. But if you followed me for a while, you know that I am a bit of a book addict. I'm addicted to reading, book shopping, book collecting, anything bookish. And I'm not apologizing for it. So I thought this was a great tag. Now, Leanne couldn't remember, did I say where I saw it from? Where I saw it from Leanne from Dark Roots Creations. She's one of the main girls on the Discord group, Killing Time with Cozies. They do periodic book reading sprints and things like that. So be sure you check out her channel. She just started her channel this year and just recently hit 100 subscribers. So congratulations, Leanne. And I searched around a little bit to see if I could figure out where this came from because she said in her video she couldn't remember where she had even seen it first. So I think this started as a blog post. I'm not sure from who, but through the searching that I did, I think the first booktuber to do it was Steph from Stephs Romance Book Talk, and I do follow her. And she does a lot of, now her romance taste and my romance taste are a good bit different. She reads a lot of steamy stuff, but she is in that hashtag romance booktubers group that reads a lot of romance books and do romance readathons and things like that. And she's super fun. So she did the video, or she did this tag and said that she found it on a blog post and adapted it for Booktube. So I will link her video down below as well as Leanne's. And I thought the questions were really interesting. So let's just go through them kind of quickly. And I think it's just going to be fun. If you haven't done this tag, then I hope that you will. So the first question is, what's the longest amount of time you could comfortably go without picking up a book? Well, I don't know, a few hours. I don't go for very long. And I have a feeling this means days. No, I read every day. I start out the day reading devotional and my Bible reading, and then move on to whatever nonfiction or inspirational reading that I want to do. And if there's time while I'm still, sitting, then I will read some fiction books. I try to come back at night and read some fiction, but it doesn't always happen just because I get sleepy. And I read if I'm waiting in line for appointments or anything like that. And then the rest of the day, I've usually got my phone on me with a, earbuds in. So I'm listening to audiobooks. In my car, I'm listening to audiobooks. And I pretty much go through my day consuming some type of book, if at all possible. So the next question is, how many books do you carry on your person, physical or device, at any one time? So the only time I really carry my Kindle is if I'm pretty sure I'm going to be book shopping. I like to have it with me because I have a catalog. I don't read often on my Kindle, but I do usually always carry at least one book. Whatever is the smallest book that I'm reading. If I've got a mass market paperback, I'll put that in my purse. I haven't always done that, but I've learned my lesson the hard way because one time I was just taking Emily to school, and I thought, I'm just going to run her to school and back. I don't need to take a book. I'm literally not going to stop anywhere. My car broke down on the way back, and I had to wait till my father-in-law came to help me, and I had all this time, and I don't even know. I think I had maybe, I did have my phone, but maybe nothing was downloaded. I didn't have a book. And I said, never again am I going to leave the house without a book. Now, if I'm going to be gone for a while, or if I think I'm not going to be having to drive or whatever, I'll take more than one. If I'm going on a trip, definitely I'll take 6. So, yeah, I don't go anywhere without a book. Do you keep every book you buy or receive, or are you happy to pass them on to make space for more? No, I'm happy to pass them on, and I've done so. I've done giveaways on my channel. I'm not good at doing it because I postpone things and I procrastinate, and I still have things sitting here from a couple years ago that I promised to send somebody, but I'm still more than happy to share, and I don't have to keep everything that I have read. How long would you spend in a bookshop on a standard visit? A minimum of an hour, probably. I have spent 4 hours at a Second and Charles, so it just depends. Let's see. How much time per day? Let's see. Number 5. How much time per day do you actually spend reading? Well, it just depends on the day. A good 3 hours. Well, 1 hour if I have to do other things. If I don't have to like hurry up. You know, it depends on how early I get up too, because I can get up at like 5 and start reading, and then by 9 I need to be up doing other things. So, you know, but 3 to 5 probably, and then that doesn't count audiobooks. I lost my place. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. The family got home and I got distracted. So let me go ahead and try to get through the rest of these. I'm about half done. And I will put the questions down in the description if you want to do it yourself. So, where does the task picking up a book appear on your daily to-do list? Well, first thing, because I start out the day doing my devotional and picking up my Bible and reading some scripture. And then how much reading I do from there is debatable, but I always, barring something unforeseen, if I just have to jump up and hit the ground running, I will come back and do that. But it's pretty rare that I don't make my coffee, sit down, and at least do my devotional. Then, let's see. How many books... I love this. How many books do you reckon you own in total, include ebooks? So, reckon. You don't usually see that word in, like, a book tag. And I grew up country. I've used the word reckon, but not to say that it's a country word. I don't know, but it feels like it is. I don't know. I'm not being judgmental. It's just funny because you don't see that word a lot. So I probably have 2,000-ish. I don't know. I haven't really taken account. I have a lot of books cataloged on my Kindle, but I have a lot of books that are not cataloged. I think ebooks I maybe have around 60. Not a huge amount, but physical books I have, and that's just my books. There are plenty of other books in the house. Both my daughters have books. My husband has some. You can't see his shelf from here, but he's got some here and around the corner. Well, both sides of the room here, and in the living room there's some. So we have a lot. Then, approximately how often do you bring up books in conversation? Probably not as much as I think I do. Occasionally I do, but I don't think I go overboard with that. Let's see. I keep losing my place. What is the biggest book page count you have finished reading? So I have a couple of videos, and one of them is, I'll put a little card up here, the longest books I've ever read. I've got a video of that that I did last year, I believe, or was it earlier this year? I think it was last year. I don't know. And I don't think I've read anything else since then to top that. But this year I did reread the Bible in this edition, and this is a good example of how many pages that the Bible actually is, because this one doesn't have any study guides or footnotes or anything. This is a Gideon's Hospital Bible. I got this when at one point when Emily was in the hospital a few years ago. This has 1,192 pages. So I read that in 90 days earlier this year. And that was my third time ever to read the Bible all the way through. And I did a video about my experience of reading the Bible in 90 days. Then I have another video, which I can put here, that is the longest books on my TBR. So one of those I plan to read next year with Felicia from Little Prairie Library. We are doing a read-along of The Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the longest on my TBR. Okay, is there a book you had to get your hands on against all odds? You searched the bookstores, online digging, stalked the author, etc. Well, I mean, there have been books that I've definitely wanted regardless, but I can usually find them. I do all kinds of book shopping and searches, and if I really need it, I mean, there's pretty much not anything that you can't find online somewhere. So, I can't exactly pinpoint one, but I have had really good success just keeping my eyes open for various things, and eventually finding them. Actually, you know what? I will show you one that I didn't expect to find, and this will be in my next haul. Earlier this year for Pastoral June, we did a group read of Lark Rise to Candleford, and my library didn't have the full version, but they did have this illustrated version. So I just found this a month or two ago at a used bookstore in Tampa, and I was thrilled. This is the illustrated version, so this is the one that I have. I have been keeping my eyes out for the full length version, but this one is gorgeous, and I'm so excited to get it. And yeah, so that's something I never expected to find. And eventually, we'll probably have to, in order to get the full version, I'm going to have to scour the online bookstores and all that to try to find it. Okay. Is there a book you struggle to finish because you refused to DNF? Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, I think would be one. This year anyway. Generally book club stuff a lot of times. Sometimes book club books turn out to be my favorite books, of all time, and then sometimes I just struggle with them. What are 3 of your main book goals? This is for 2021, so I'll go ahead and answer it that way, and I will do a goal video for 2022. But for 2021, my bookish goals, the 3 main ones were my 21 books, 21 series on my series about series reading list, and I am almost done with those. Then I had another goal to binge 12 authors, or 21 authors. Yeah, it was 21 authors. I didn't quite make that goal, or at least I didn't do exactly the 21 that I set out to, but I think when it's all said and done, I will get pretty close to finishing that one. And then I had a third goal of finishing 12 trilogies, and I am finishing up the 8th one now. So there's going to be 4 that I am not going to finish this year. So that goal, I knew that I wasn't going to get all 3 of those goals finished, so I had to let one go. And then number 13, have you ever had the privilege of converting someone into a reader by inspiration or your incessant nagging? I don't know that I have, but there's people watching here that I don't even know. So I suspect probably not. I think you're either going to be a reader or you're not. So it would be hard to really change anyone's mind in that regard. Although once when I was subbing at a high school group, a high school class, we were talking about books, and I asked, who likes to read, and only about half raised their hand, maybe not even. And this one girl, she's like, I hate to read. Oh, no, I don't know. No, I hate to read. And I said, well, just to the class in general, I said, think of a movie. If you don't like to read, think of a movie you like to watch. And, so different people, were naming different movies. Well, one person named The Notebook. And the girl who had just adamantly said, I do not want to read, never, ever. She's like, oh, I love The Notebook. And I said, well, that's a book. She goes, oh, I might read that. So as to whether she ever did, who knows? But anyway, that was kind of a fun experience. And then number 14, describe what books mean to you in 5 words. So I wrote down 5. Daily, hobby, knowledge, entertainment, and inspiration. So if you haven't done this tag, I hope you will. And if you have already done it, let me know. And I want to come and see what your answers are. I want to check out your video if I haven't already. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this on or before Christmas, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for just being here and sharing your time with me. And I hope you're having a great day. Happy New Year. If I don't see you again before the new year, I should have at least a couple more videos with my goals and everything up before January 1st. So, but that's it for this one. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.